What's up, everybody? What it do? We don't need no theme song. We here at you with a random hour of rants.
Yeah.
Now today, the first thing we're gonna talk about, because we got Chicago and New York on the camera, and I want all of y'all to feel what I'm feeling. We did not ask for New York radio in Chicago. I don't want to hear that. Okay? I ain't talking about the songs. I don't want y'all to get that misconstrued. I don't want to hear their radio personality. Keep that in New York. Okay? I don't want to hear Angela Yee. I don't want to hear Mano. I don't want to hear Charlemagne and the other dude, Envy. I don't want to hear none of them. Okay? Keep that in New York, please. Okay? Please. Anybody want to hear all that? Now, if anybody from New York got a problem with Chicago, y'all let me know. All right? And I'll deal with it accordingly. Y'all let me know. Now go ahead, B. I'm gonna let you get it ran off. What you got a problem with?
I don't know. I don't know what am I gonna rant on about. Oh, if I'm gonna rant off about something, I guess since I talk about MMA, I'm tired of these. Every time we got a couple good fight cards, we end up with these crappy watered down fight cards. It'd be horrible, man. Like nobody asks for these cards. Some of the outcomes be all right. Some of the, you know what I mean. Some of the fights be okay, but a lot of them be watered down. And I think that goes with a lot of events, like certain boxing events and stuff like that too. That robbery that happened on Saturday, Rolly Romero, that was a robbery. What? That dude, he fought this dude named Ismael Barroso. Rolly Romero, the dude that got knocked out by Javante Davis. Yeah, he fought on Saturday. And Rolly won. He won in the 9th round, but it was a robbery. They stopped the fight way too early. The guy wasn't hurt. The guy wasn't hurt. He was moving around from the punches. And they said Rolly won by TKO. And one of the knockdowns he had wasn't even a knockdown. The dude, he hit the dude and then he pushed him onto the floor. Nah, man, that's bullcrap. That was a blatant robbery. The Nevada State Athletic Commission didn't say anything about it. The guy that refed the fight, he wasn't allowed to speak on it. Yo, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Nah,
you know what it is? You know what it is? This is going into my rant about UFC. I think that they're starting to cherry pick their stars, and if they lose one, and that was a actual loss where they didn't have. They were like, okay, we can have this person lose another one. So that's probably what happened right here with Rolly. They were like, oh no, we can't have him lose 2 in a row. He lost to Tank. Tank is a good name.
Yeah.
But we can't have him lose 2 in a row. They were like, no. And I think they doing that for O'Malley, Patty Pimblin, trying to think of some other people. I'm not gonna say that they're doing it for Aljamain, but he is the luckiest fighter in the world. You hear me? Because he should have never been champion ever. He shouldn't have never been champion. He lost that first one to Jan. Jan just messed up. If Jan had beat him fair and square like he was beating him, he would have had to work his way back to the championship, which I don't think he would have made it back. But now that he got it, he talking like he the best thing since sliced bread, and he barely winning these matches. You beat TJ with one arm. Come on. TJ wasn't even himself. You beat Harry Cejudo, who was out for, 3 years? So I don't want to hear all about this. You go to all am I still on camera?
Yeah, you still on camera.
Okay, it blinked off on me. Okay. But it's like they're helping their fighters. Like people like to talk about MVP and say he was fighting cans and stuff. Now Bellator might be guilty of like giving him easy fights so he can stay on top and keep his name out there. But y'all can't say that all these other organizations not doing it. It's happening in boxing. It's happening in UFC. It's a lot of people that's just getting by. And I'll be every time somebody fights Sean O'Malley or Patty Pimblin, you cannot let it go to the decision because they're going to give it to them all the time. Just like I knew they shouldn't have let Henry Cejudo shouldn't have let it go with the judges on Aljamain, because I said before the fight started, I said if he let it go to the judges, they're going to give it to Aljamain because he's at home. If they are at home and they already on top, they're going to give it to them no matter what. You have to finish them. You cannot play around. You have to finish them.
Respectfully, those performances, the performance by Henry Cejudo, he would have beaten any other bantamweight, I think. The way he fought Sterling, he would have probably beat every other bantamweight. Sterling just outstruck him. That's all it was. He outstruck Cejudo. Cejudo was out 3 years, but he outstruck Cejudo. Respectfully, he outstruck Cejudo. I will give him the credit on there. When he beat Jan in the rematch, that was just poor execution by Jan. I don't know what the hell happened to Jan. After Jan threw that knee, he was not the same fighter anymore, bro. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what
hurt his feelings. Somebody hurt his feelings in the back or something and just messed up his whole rest of his career.
Yeah,
he's been losing everything.
He has not been the same. I don't know what's going on with him. And TJ did that to himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
TJ Dillashaw, yo, that man knew he was injured. He could have called it off a long time ahead. Still took the fight. Ego. And then
he wanted the people to talk about him like, oh, he was scared. That's the first thing people would say. Oh, he was scared. Yeah. But I don't want no win from no one-arm dude. I want to fight the best so they can say I beat the best. I don't feel like I beat the best if he was already one arm when he came in here. But I guess all these other fighters accept whatever. A win is a win. I don't do that. Win is a win. That's not me. A win is a win. That's like me fighting a handicapped kid. Yeah, I was gonna beat him. He couldn't even walk. A win is a win. I'm not gonna say that. A win is a win. I'm not no.
Oh my God.
A win is not gonna work for me. I want to fight the best. That way I knew I put myself to the test and I won.
Right.
How you say you tested yourself and you didn't? It was no test.
That's true.
A win is a win. That works for WWE because it's a storyline driven. This is not storyline driven. Okay? Who is Aljamain Sterling gonna fight next? Who?
O'Malley.
His teammate don't. Oh yeah, that's right. His teammate don't want to fight him, and I'm sure his teammate will beat him if he fought him. But yeah, he got O'Malley. But after that, what he gonna move to 145 like he said, and get whooped because he's not beating nobody
at 145.
He's not beating nobody at 145. He's not beating nobody at 145. You hear what I'm trying to tell you?
I don't like his chances fighting Volkanovski at 145. I don't like him at all. He's not good for himself at 135. I don't like his chances at 145. Hell no.
Volkanovski just gave one of the best wrestlers a run for his money. You think your wrestling is going to be better than Islam?
Islam's, yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Exactly. You moving up weight. Nah.
Yeah.
Man. Nah, man. There's two things I'll say for sure. He ain't beating Volk. He ain't beating Holloway. That's two things for sure. If he moves up to 155.
Holloway gonna piece that man up.
Don't beat Holloway. Yair Rodriguez, he don't beat Yair Rodriguez. There's a lot of 145s I don't see him beating.
What about your boy? What about your boy T City?
Ortega?
Yeah.
Ortega subs him. Ortega subs him. I see Ortega subbing him. Yep.
Aljamain gonna be humble. Aljamain gonna be humble, not by Sean O'Malley, but by one of them 145s when he go up. Because Sean O'Malley not that good either. So
he's all right.
I don't see Sean O'Malley beating.
He's all right with the stand up. I don't know about his jiu-jitsu game much. I see him do in the jiu-jitsu competitions, but jiu-jitsu and a jiu-jitsu competition and jiu-jitsu and MMA is two different things. So you know what I mean? Not everybody can carry that out. So I don't know. But that's neither here nor there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before I got on, I was watching this whole joint. They talking about the whole scenario, the whole Trump scenario stuff. It had me laughing. I watched this video because I watch a couple of those videos, you know. Where they talk about because he did the town hall thing.
Yeah.
You know, because he's gonna try to run. He's gonna run. he's a runner, and you see people trying to bring up all this stuff going on with him and blah 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 and this they because he has this new case now. Some lady came out talking about that he touched her, but the lady sounds like she sounds off the wall about it. I don't want to say she's crazy, but yo, you gotta see that interview. That joint's out of bounds, bro. The way she was talking to the guy that was interviewing her. I'm like, yo, what is going on here? I don't know. She sound like I can't even say, but it's just really out of whack. But yeah, man, they did. Yo, the people don't want Trump running for president, and it's clear as day.
Yeah.
Because if he goes and run, he may very well win, and people are gonna look to push and make sure that he win. That's what it is.
Yep.
They gotta make sure he win. People don't want.
They've been pushing their woke for a long time, and that turned people off of serious issues that are really serious issues. Like race isn't a serious is a serious issue, but when you wokeify it and you push it in people's face all the time, it's like you crying wolf. So when the actual issue come up, they're not sympathetic to it. And I don't believe, I'm not on the side of left or right trying to say which one is right. It's just that I don't like when
Grandma said, "Where's the top of the shelf?"
On top of the refrigerator. Go tell her on the refrigerator. I'm watching my show. You ain't doing nothing. I mean, I'm on live. Okay, look here. Let me tell you something. What was I saying? Okay, hold on. Let me get it together. Okay, all right. With these, like the guy that just got killed in the subway.
Yeah.
I don't like when injustice like that when people get away with injustice like that. That dude should be in jail because nobody asked you to choke him. Nobody asked you to do that. You chose to do that on your own, thinking he was acting erratic or whatever the case is, and then you killed him because you knew martial arts and he didn't, and you choked him out and held it on too long. You telling me a person that practices Brazilian jiu-jitsu don't know how long he's supposed to hold on to somebody?
Word.
This dude didn't know nothing. But then you'll get these idiots on YouTube that argue with you. You don't know nothing. You're a casual. You don't know nothing. I ain't about knowing nothing. When you kill somebody, you kill somebody. Is it easy to take a life? Please answer that question. Because if it's easy to take a life, then some of y'all need to be in jail if y'all feel that way. Because I don't think it should be easy to take no life. Because then you looking at life the wrong way. Y'all sitting up here worried about cats and dogs dying, but you don't care about a human being? You'll stop traffic to go save a dog that ran out in the middle of somebody's car, but you don't care about another human being dying?
It's crazy.
Come on, make it make sense. This police officer stopped traffic late at night one night I was driving home to save somebody's dog that got out the yard. I mean, stop both sides. Hold on. Like he was mad, like, hold on, like he gonna pull his gun out if we drove. You gonna shoot one of us to save this dog who don't live as long as a human being. What dog got like good 10 years? Then they dead? You'll shoot one of us to save a dog. Come on, man.
They live for about 14. They live about somewhere between 10 and 15. Some of them live a lot longer. If you take care of them, yeah.
You know, you got the woke people that's on one extreme of the spectrum, then you got the other people that's not woke, they're on the other end of the spectrum that don't believe that fat meat is greasy. It's just an issue. Nobody's willing to meet in the middle. And it's sickening. Now, I don't like talking about it because it's not only is it upsetting, but it's irritating because the woke people irritate me. And the other people upset me because when lives are involved, I think y'all should take it a little bit more serious. Oh, he was an ex-gangster. That don't mean he ever did nothing. He probably joined the gang because he was scared. He never did nothing with the gang. He just walked with them. It don't mean that he did any other crime that they did because some people be scared when they stuck in that situation. Like I'm joining because they got me hemmed up. That don't mean that you know.
Exactly. People who are ex gangsters, what you know what I mean? Yeah, if you ex gang member, you know, you do something, you can change your life, man. You be a killer.
Everybody can change.
You can change your life.
Everybody can change.
You know what I mean?
And that's where my problem comes in with Charleston White. The people, the person that you murdered, his family forgave you, but you coming out cussing all these rappers out, talking about dead people as if none of these people can change. If you were given forgiveness and change, then come on now, other people can change. It's not too late for nobody.
Yeah.
And you murdered somebody. That's a strong crime. It ain't like it was like, oh, you just robbed somebody and you paid them back. No, you murdered somebody, and they forgave you. Come on now.
No.
You shouldn't be acting like people can't change. I don't understand it. You being a hypocrite.
Some people be caught up in murder, and they carry grief for years, man.
Yeah.
There was a boxer who killed somebody in the ring. Carried that guilt for years. Yeah. There's a couple.
Yeah.
And
that's what I'm saying about taking lives. It should not be easy in somebody's mind. If it's that easy in somebody's mind to take a life and go about the rest of their day, then there's something wrong with them mentally.
Yeah.
Because it should bother you. I just killed somebody. I don't care what that person just did to you. I just killed somebody.
Yeah.
They'll try to say self-defense and all that, but if that makes you feel better after you still took a life, then something wrong with you. I feel bad when I beat somebody up if I get into a fight with somebody. That's why I like fighting, because I feel bad if I beat somebody up. So if I took a life, that's gonna bother me for forever. I'm like, I didn't want to kill that person.
Yeah.
But these people act like, oh, they deserve to die. They ain't even do nothing.
Nah,
all he did was portray Michael Jackson.
If anything,
he probably wasn't even around when Michael Jackson was living. Like, he probably was just born after the fact. And like, oh, I like him.
The only thing that bothers me, people are just evil, man. There's some people that are just evil that aren't gonna change. They just do heinous things. They're happy to do these evil things, whether it's murder, sexual assaulting, minors and women and stuff like that. That's sick. That stuff, nah, man. I ain't with that stuff. That stuff, no.
And even in those cases, what happened to these people to make them like that?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to look at that either. Like, they just think that these people grew up or woke up one day and say, I want to molest children. I want to rape somebody. Like, now something happened in their life to make them change like that. Something traumatic in their life happened. Now, people might be like, well, why are you trying to feel sorry for the criminal? It's not that. It's just that when you try to figure out what the root problem is, just like with these school shootings, I think the root problem is bullying in that situation. When you try to figure out what the root problem is, maybe you can figure out how to stop it from happening to the next person. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I know what happened to these people when they were younger, because they might have been touched as children. So then that's all they know is to touch children when they get older. Because they went for years like that, silent, didn't tell nobody. And now it's a sickness in them, and then they get stoned to death by people because they got this sickness in them. We're not born inherently evil. Something happens in our life to make us like that. Even people that murder people. Something happens to deaden their conscience where it don't bother them to kill somebody. Whether they were trained, because some people are trained to do that, or whether they just something happened in their life where they just got callous. I don't know. But I don't know. It's just so many things wrong with this world that we all know.
True.
But I ain't want to get too serious into it, because then they're gonna be like, we political and stuff. And I was just touching on that just for a little second. So we did touch on the UFC thing, which I did want to touch on, and then we touched on that. But it's another thing I want to rant on, and I touched on it a little bit, but I didn't touch on it strong enough. I think I need to really get into it. Let me get into it. Okay, we're gonna get into this. I'm tired of all these rappers and other celebrities having podcasts and TV shows. It's too much. Y'all flooding the market with it. We don't need no more shows. Please stop. We don't need no more shows from none of you celebrities. Y'all celebrities. But this is the I got a several problem with it. The first problem is y'all rich already. Y'all already got y'all money. There's somebody else that's not known to have a podcast and get some people on their show and all that other stuff. And secondly, all y'all don't know how to ask questions. So give it up. Y'all be asking questions like a new person that just got on TV. And y'all good at rapping and singing, but y'all can't ask questions on TV. So when did you grow up? We already know that. Okay? Ask some more important questions. Hey, matter of fact, just go to the comments the fans leave and see what kind of questions they got. The appropriate questions. And then ask them.
Yeah, but that happens with all the media, right? A lot of media people ask the same questions, bro.
No, it ain't about asking the same question. It's the way that they ask because DJ Vlad asked in a way where he good at asking questions because he's been doing it for years, but he asks in a way where he's trying to get you to tell on yourself where somebody else might ask you and you'll end up talking about it without knowing that they asked you about the same thing he asked you about. You know, but they're asking the way where they don't know. Like, I'm gonna give you Nori for example.
Hold on. Tony D said, "Yo, what's going on, Faison?" He said, "Hey, yo,
what's up, Tony D? I ain't seen you in years. It's all good. Haps in the building. Haps on the crap. You know what I'm saying? But Faison Love might get a blog. What you call it? A podcast too. You never know."
Well, he shows up on Vlad.
Yeah.
He shows up on Vlad.
Him and Glad are real close. Him and Glad. But yeah. What like Noriega, he act like he don't know what words mean and stuff like that. He be like, what's that mean? You are the interviewer. You don't know these words? Go read a dictionary, a book or something, please. You can't just be interviewing people and you don't know what certain words mean. Come on, man.
Word, bro.
And then everything somebody say, if he don't understand it, he be like, hey, that's deep. Everything is not deep. Everything is not deep. Everybody don't have nothing profound to say. You know what I'm saying? It's not profound. If you think about what they just said, it's actually nonsense. Just listen to it. Just listen to it.
Your clothes tights up or you don't say
Who is that?
Well, that's my sister. Yeah, man, I'm on StreamYard because I tried to get Jason to get on Restream, but
I can't see the comments.
He couldn't get on, so I told him just get on StreamYard. So we're working from StreamYard.
I can't even see the comments. Oh, I see them now.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. And I'll be back on. I'll be on StreamYard tomorrow. Well, Restream tomorrow. Because
I'm gonna try to add to Restream. I don't know how to get on this stuff because I don't know all these doodads and since Hap went away for the older people, y'all young people got it going and I can't. You know, I'm too old for all this here doodads and all this all this here stuff.
Because
I'm from the hip, the hop, the hip hop. My hip just went bad and you just don't stop. I'm from that era. Okay, and we can't. I don't know about none of this new stuff. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I'm trying to keep my ears to the streets because Francis' announcement is tomorrow.
Who?
Francis Ngannou's announcement is tomorrow.
Oh, he's okay. Making an announcement.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people been talking about him. They've been going in on him, talking about he messed up his career. He did what he wanted to do. Ain't nobody gonna sit up there and say no whether they not want it.
Yeah, man, because it was what was it? Because everybody kept saying like, he messed up his career and all that stuff. He said my hip went back. Oh, he's crazy. Yeah, because everybody was talking about how he messed up the bag and he fumbled the money, but he didn't fumble no money. I know what Chantry did. Chantry went and talked before sealing the deal. And a lot of people forget that these dudes were doing the show in Colorado. He gonna be more tuned into doing the show and making sure that the show in the States was a lot more was lined up perfectly.
Yeah.
He didn't have the time to line up the Francis Ngannou signing. He probably threw a set amount. He probably said like, yo, I had a set amount. I'm throwing it Francis's way. Then Francis talked to somebody, and Francis said he talked to somebody. They had something that they settled on, and then he returned the call back to this dude. And so when he returned the call, he talked to him, and he told him like, yo, something, you know what I mean? I got this deal with these guys. I'm just returning the call to see what's going on. And then Chantry, more than likely, for what we heard from Ariel, that Chantry tried to throw something else out there, but it was already too late. This dude already signed up the deal with these other guys.
Yeah.
So now Chantry tried to make it look, oh, he wanted more stuff. He wanted the money, but he also wanted a position with one. What the hell are you gonna do with a position at one? If he's gonna fight, what are you gonna have a position if you're gonna fight?
Yeah.
That's stupid. You're gonna sign with one, but you're not fighting. He signed up to be a VP. Then he said before that, that he's scared to fight the heavyweight division. That's why he didn't sign the one. Who do you have as a heavyweight at one? The only guy I know is Anatoly Malikin. And that dude is still waiting to fight for the heavyweight title. They got a dude who won the heavyweight title. He didn't even defend the title yet. He won it and just been chilling for like 2.5 years now.
No, that's too long.
That's crazy. This dude won the title during COVID. We're about to be in the middle of 2023. Okay? That's crazy. And all this dude is doing is he's holding the title hostage. He's trying to get more money from the organization. But you hear talking about that this dude, Francis, is afraid. Shut up, man.
They don't know what they're talking about.
So tomorrow, they said tomorrow, Francis is gonna have the announcement. As soon as I'm gonna listen to it, as soon as that announcement comes down, yo, I'm on here. Here. I'll be on here. So I'll be on here. We'll be listening, and if anything, we can probably just plug in a little bit of the Hawaii hour, whatever, the MMA hour, or if I gotta rewind to get that one part, and then I'll just talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like Errol Hawani sticking up for himself against MMA fighters, but it's gotten to the point now where he's antagonizing them, just like Charleston White is antagonizing rappers, and I think that's taking it too far. It's one thing to stand up for yourself. It's nothing to keep talking.
Nah, I respect Ariel for doing that though, because he has receipts. He keeps everything. He keeps everything. So make sure that if people are gonna try to badmouth him, because he realized what he's doing now. Because now you know he's there for himself. He's there on the show. His show's back. There's a crazy amount of people who come in to watch his show now, and people listen to him because a lot of what he says ends up being fact. And one of the things that he did, there was Brendan Schaub who was talking lies about him. He shut down Brendan Schaub. He clowned Brendan. He embarrassed Brendan bad. He embarrassed Brendan so bad that situation opened up a whole bunch of other situations in Brendan Schaub's life, and Brendan had to clean all that up.
Yep. And Brendan Schaub was not that good to be talking how he was talking. He was talking like that dude. He tried to be a comedian, but go ahead. I digress because I was gonna go in on him. He a whole nother show.
And then he had a couple other people, Ali Abdelaziz, that he had a beef with because Ali doesn't let none of his fighters go on the MMA hour.
Oh.
But Kayla Harrison does go on the MMA hour. That's when
Okay.
yeah, Ali manages her, but she shows up on the MMA hour. There's a couple of them that do manage to show up there, but Ali has a problem with Ariel, so
Yeah.
that's the thing. The Patty Pimblett thing was one of the ones that just came out a little while ago, and he exposed Ariel because he said him and Dana were trash talking Ariel. Then Ariel shut Dana up, but then more importantly, he shut up Patty because Patty left voice messages and text, when they were cool, and Patty didn't make it to the UFC yet. Ariel did a lot of stuff for him, a lot of promotional stuff. But Ariel don't ask for no money. He doesn't ask for nothing. He just does the interviews. But Patty's manager was talking about, oh, he got to get paid to do interviews. Nobody asks people to pay you for an interview. What?
I actually thought they did get paid for interviews. I thought when people asked them to come for an interview, they paid them.
Yeah, that's what you would think, but no. Because you're gonna get your fame out of it. You know what I mean? You're gonna get your fame. He does the interview. The MMA community is gonna watch. They're gonna see you. They're gonna try to promote you. You'll get your promotion through whoever's gonna see you, but more importantly, the fans are gonna know who you are, and they're gonna try to watch your fights, and you could grow from there. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, but I couldn't do no free interview for Vlad because it seemed like his interviews make people look bad.
Stop running out here.
I'm like, Vlad, you got to pay me. He's like, I don't pay for interviews. Well, you're not getting one from me. And that's the end of that. We're not going to work out no deal, so don't worry about it.
Word. Word, man.
That's the end of that. Because you ask stupid questions.
Word. And then he over this. He got you self-snitching. You snitching on your soul.
Yeah.
Vlad's the feds.
Us talking about this interview stuff made me think about two other things I wanted to rant about.
Boy.
But I'm gonna let you go ahead with some more. What you done with the
go ahead.
No, I was just thinking about when I just said something about he asked stupid questions. It made me think about Big John McCarthy when he said you play stupid games, you get win stupid prizes. Now I'm tired of people using that term because it's played out at this point. Once it got said the first two times, it was cool. Right now, a big old dude that never fought but was a referee that was a jiu-jitsu person saying it ain't cool. It's no longer cool. And the fact that I want him, Joe Rogan, Kenny Florian, Michael Bisping sometimes. Somebody else I can't think of now. All of them I want them to shut up because sometimes they put their foot in their mouth when they talk about MMA. They being biased in some of their comments and it's irritating. And I'm like, just shut. Like Joe Rogan, I wish I recorded him when he said Kung Fu didn't work and when he said all this other stuff didn't work and he stopped doing Taekwondo because he felt like that didn't work. And now all of those styles are working and he on the bandwagon. Oh, yeah, he does a super kick. And no, you were saying that stuff didn't work. You just thinking grapple. Everything in your mind was grapple. That's the only thing that worked. No. If I'm quicker than the grappler and I put my feet and hands on him, he's done. He is done. If I'm faster than him, he is done. I'm putting hands and feet on him quickly. I might put all four of them at the same time and do a new move you ain't never seen before, a Street Fighter move. And you be like, I didn't think that was real. Shut up, Joe. That's what I'm going to say on my interview. So what do you think about the fight tonight? Shut up, Joe. You said this stuff didn't work. Like, because he was talking about the little Nick Diaz fight. When he said, what did he say? He said, play stupid game, win stupid prize. Now, the reason why I brought that up is because he was talking about Nick Diaz fighting that dude in the street fight. Now, I'm not saying Nick Diaz was wrong. But when John McCarthy makes statements like that, he's saying it's okay for MMA fighters to be out there fighting civilians when you know a martial arts, which brings me back to my point about martial artists not fighting civilians because you're told that at the beginning. You're not supposed to go out here and start fights. If a fight is coming your way and you can't avoid it, then use your martial art. But if you can avoid at all costs, avoid it. They don't even try. Soon as somebody say something to them, oh, it's on. You already know you're going to win because they don't know nothing. You're choking these people out. You're suffocating them. Whatever the case is, knocking these people out because you know something. And that to me, that is bullying. Just like any other, like Math Hoffa with his, that's bullying. I don't care what nobody say. When you know you can be somebody, that's bullying. If you're not sure, you're going to say that to somebody else who knows something. Go talk crazy to a red belt jiu-jitsu person and see if y'all going to fight. See if you're going to tell him what you're going to tell the dude on the subway station. Tell him the same thing you told dude on the subway station. Like I tell Charlamagne the God. Just like you made little mama cry, let make him cry. Stop doing that little punk stuff and start some people you know you can beat. Fight somebody like I tell Aljamain Sterling. If you ain't getting tested, you ain't winning nothing. You're gonna fight TJ with one arm. Fight TJ with two arms and tell me you beat him. That's all I'm saying. That's my rant right there on that. What was my second rant? I had another rant, but I forgot about it because I went on that rant too long. I had another rant. I'm gonna think about it for a second.
What's your problem?
I had another rant going. I'm trying to think of something. Hold on one second. What was the other rant? What was the other rant? I was talking about Big John. What were we talking about before I went on the rant? We were talking about the interview with
Big John, what you want me to do?
What's
You make it seem like you blaming everybody. Like we
all
not bro, I just read.
Can't remember. I can't remember what I was going to say. I guess it'll come to me later. See, that's why I hate when I do my rants, because I be having so many of them and I can't remember all of them and say I should write them down. Because I really wanted to get into that second one too. I can't remember what it is right now. Hopefully before the hour is up, I remember it. And then I'm going to go ahead and spill it.
All right, well, since then, let me ask you, what recent movies you've watched?
I seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That was the last movie I seen.
Was it good? I haven't watched it.
It was okay. I don't want, because the first one still is the best to me. It wasn't bad, and I kind of like how the ending, like how they fought the dude. But it's certain parts in there that I think could have been better. But it wasn't a terrible movie. They did change the sex of one character, and I know they did it for woke reasons. And I said, why? Why? You already had enough women in here. Why did you have to add another one when you already had enough women in here?
That's true.
And I'm going to go ahead and tell you because it's not an important character, but Cosmo the dog was supposed to be a male character. They made it a female character. I said, why? Why? It's just like them turning Little Mermaid black and Tinkerbell black just for them to have black friends in their I don't know if you call it race or their whatever they are. The mermaids, they had other black mermaids, they had other little Tinkerbell people that were black. Why did you change the main one black just to have a black version of them still gonna be their friend in the background? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why did you do it? What was the purpose? I'm one of them people that believe every character that originally, whatever they was originally was, should still be that when you make the remake.
Yeah.
Now y'all say you black. Why you don't like a black mermaid? Because it wasn't black when we grew up. It was a white lady with red hair. I wanted to still be the same. I didn't want to tell you. I didn't tell y'all change nothing.
That is not.
And if you're not gonna do the reverse, then don't do that. You know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna change Black Panther white, then don't change none of the other characters black. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to see no white Black Panther. I definitely don't want to see that. But I don't want y'all to keep changing the other characters, different races that they not. Don't make Captain America black. Leave him white. Leave him where he is. We grew up with him like that. It's fine. Leave that like it is. Okay. Don't touch that. They got plenty of other characters to turn black with the vast options that they have in space. Like Silver Surfer, it can be played by a black man because it's a silver character.
Yeah.
Different color characters, the Kree and Skrull, they can be played by black people because they different color. It don't matter. But when you changing the race of somebody that was already established, well established, to a black man, or even changing their sex to a woman, it's like, come on, man. Y'all had plenty of other options.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
Well, y'all understand when they opened the Pandora's box to the multiverse, it gave them access to be able to do this. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Because Marvel did it and DC got it. They both got multiverses.
With that,
it hurt my head, but you know what? That's what they did, and that's what gives them access to do all these switch arounds.
No, I now see that. That's the thing. I do not mind multiverse. I do not mind the multiverse versions of different characters being female and black and all that. But we talking about the main continuity characters. They're changing some of them to different races and sexes, and that shouldn't be. When we go into the multiverse, I'm fine with that because that's a different type of character from another world 662 or whatever the case is, whatever number they are. That's fine. I'm fine with that.
But if you change the main continuity,
don't change the main continuity character. That's how I feel.
Okay. So all right, but okay. So we have Spider-Man. They got changed to the young black / Hispanic Miles Morales.
Well, that's a different because you still got Peter Parker. You still got Peter Parker.
All right. I just want to make sure you're on your toes. I want to make sure you're on your toes. Okay.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this: a lot of comic book fans are mad with Miles Morales because of that. I like Miles Morales as a character, and he don't take nothing away from Peter Parker to me. Those people just say that's not my Spider-Man, which is fine. I like it. And my nephews actually like the Spider-Man. One of them like Peter Parker, and the other one like Miles Morales. So that's fine.
I like them both. And and respect. Yeah, and you know, Peter did die. Yeah. That's what happened. Peter did die, and that's how we ended up with Miles Morales. Yeah. Peter legit died trying to save Aunt May, and that's what happened,
But I'm talking about I'm gonna give you an example of what they shouldn't have did, and I know you probably ain't seen this movie, but the Eternals.
Ah man, I seen it. Yeah, I know what you're gonna talk about.
They turned 3 of the characters that are male characters in comic books to women. The one Selma Hayek played was a man. The little kid one is a man, and the deaf speedster is a man in the comic books. Why did you change that? Now the one Angelina Jolie and the other girl, they are actually women in the comic books and they powerful. But you weren't happy with just 2 women. You had to split the thing and make it even men and even women. I don't have no problem with a team being even men and even women, but go into their mythos and find some more women that got power instead of changing the male version.
Instead of changing the male characters, because you're going up against what pretty much was already written, If it was I'm
gonna tell you why.
The original story. Why you do that?
Because a lot of these woke people are not going to go see none of these superhero movies, but they catering to these woke people. The problem with that is, when we were growing up, the ratio of women liking action figures and cartoon sci-fi movies and stuff like that was smaller to males. So when you got a team of characters, like let's say the X-Men, for instance, you had 3 women to 7 guys on the team because of the ratio of who went to go see it. You only gonna get about 3 girls to go see it with their brothers, and they like the 3 girl characters, and everybody else is happy because they got more male characters. Now you're trying to split it and split. No, it's not going to be equal men to women ratio because girls were into something different growing up. They was into doing makeup, playing with baby dolls, and all that other stuff. They weren't into that stuff we was in.
Yeah, right.
So,
right. Yeah, the comic book universe is mainly made up of a lot of guys and young boys. Young males and adults. Yeah.
And it's still that same ratio to this day, but they trying to do the wokeified stuff. And then the first thing they'll say is, these characters are not real, so why are you worried about us changing the sex or the race? The same way you just made that argument is the same way I can tell you What does it matter if she is a black fee? Is she not real? Make her white.
Yeah.
What does it matter that Little Mermaid be black? She's not real. If we're gonna use your argument, let's use your argument
Yeah.
against your own self.
Yeah. If
She's
we're gonna
not
argue,
real.
let's. Yeah. If you're gonna take it all the way. Yeah.
So
That is
that's the
true.
first thing they say. They not real. So what does it matter? They're not real. So you calling what I like childish or crazy or whatever, then why are you so concerned about changing the race or the sex of that character? It's just as important to you as it is to me. So don't talk about they're not real like you won the argument. They're not real, so why are you worried about it? I can use the same argument against you. They're not real. Why are you trying so hard to change it? Let me enjoy my Marvel. Let me enjoy my Star Wars like it was meant to be. You messing up everything.
Let me change my Star Wars. Yeah.
I'm not even a fan of Star Wars, but I was a fan of Mandalorian, and they messed that third season up. I just stopped watching. They don't know that they losing money. That's stupid.
I haven't got to watch all of the Mandalorian season 3.
It just don't make sense.
Brian was watching some of it. Brian said he liked it.
That's not what I needed for.
Yeah, but Disney gonna lose money when you lose your base fans. You already had $1 billion base for Marvel and Star Wars. That was the base. All you had to do was cater to them. But you want to cater to one people that's not your base and go down to 500 million. You was at $1 billion. You went back down. Now you going back down. Now you got to build yourself back up.
Yeah. Damn. That's a good point, though. That is a good point.
I don't know. I don't know. I just, people try to win their little arguments, and that's why I don't really argue with people. You ever seen two educated idiots argue? It's silly. It's really silly. I seen Ben Shapiro and Neil deGrasse Tyson arguing over something, and I said they both look silly. They both book smart. That's it. They ain't got no common sense about it. None. Yes, Felicity. I'm on YouTube. You ain't supposed to get on here. They said no children allowed or I get banned.
What is he? Neil deGrasse Tyson is like an astrophysicist, right? Or is he like an astro?
He's an astro something. But
what is he? Hold on a second. Yeah, what is he?
Again, I say he's an astrophysicist.
Yeah,
but they're just they are just book smart. And book smart has never been more important than having common sense. It makes you look good and looks good on the resume and to get you accolades. But in real life, it ain't always working. It don't always pan out.
They asked him because they asked him a couple questions about certain matters, and it was just like, bro, what are you here explaining? You astrophysicist, man.
Yeah.
You can't help us with these certain issues, bro.
And the thing about people that's book smart, they don't know how to talk to people that's not book smart. So that's another thing. Like your audience got to be as smart as you. So that limits your reach. If you can't talk down or bring it down to a common language, then what does your smart mean? What are you being smart? Because you talking to your colleagues don't mean nothing. They already know what you know. You ain't talking to nobody new. You ain't winning over a new group of people because you just too smart for them.
Yeah, Ben's had that issue. Yeah, he's had that issue with talking to certain people. He has done interviews with certain people, and they've brought that to his attention. Yeah,
but he don't care. He like to beat college students and make them look silly at their own game when that's the only people he can beat. Like I said, it's a form of bullying, even though he don't think it is. Now he probably used to be the nerd that get bullied in school, and now he using his smarts to bully college kids. That's his form of bullying.
But I do like some of his arguments though. Some of his arguments that he manages that he wins. I say no. I know where you're coming from. I from. I do.
Yeah, I do enjoy them. I agree with some of his stuff too. And I'm not saying Neil deGrasse don't have points that he makes, but
there's certain places. When they talk, it's like you don't. Like you get it, but you don't get it. There you go. Like when they talking about certain things, It's like they don't get they get it, but they don't get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And
it's
then
like they get the
sometimes,
topic, but they don't get it from a certain standpoint or certain people
yeah.
look at it. Yeah.
And sometimes they'll think that their argument is the end all be all, and that's it. There ain't nothing past that. Like they
Yeah.
done made a point. And just like I told you about the people that say they're not real, so what does it matter if we change their sex or their race? I can
Yeah.
use that argument. I can reverse that argument on you. I can ask you that same question sarcastically, just like you just did to me, and it
Yeah.
would mean the same thing. So you didn't end the argument. You didn't argument. No.
Yeah. That's true, man. You know what's kind of crazy when you talk about that? That's kind of like how all these people now are dealing with this whole manosphere, red pill type stuff, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you pay attention to that stuff nowadays. A lot of people, have kind of moved away from it because Kevin Samuels came out and Kevin Samuels was talking to all these people, talking
Yeah.
to women and men about how to change their lives and make themselves better. And people didn't
Yeah.
quite understand him from his standpoint because he was really brash with it. He was
Yeah.
really in your face with it. He passed away, and then you had a lot of other people come out and jump into this sphere and, try to profit off of the sphere. And now a lot of those people are being called out, man. It's just crazy.
That's what
Um,
that's why I always say never talk like your argument is the end all be all, because that's
yeah,
when people will look for your dirt and put your dirt out there like you can't talk. You got this on you. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna do that to you because that's the way you talk down to people. When you talk to people
yeah,
like that every day and you've been winning all these arguments, you will be humble. You know what
yeah,
people are missing? You know what people are missing? I'm talking about across the board, whether it be the scientists, the smart people, like we talking about, what's his name? You just talked about,
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
not just him, but him,
Oh,
him,
Kevin
him
Samuels.
included. Derek Samuel,
Yeah,
whatever Samuels, him,
Kevin
Neil
Samuels.
deGrasse Tyson, Ben Shapiro, all these people, Steve Harvey, they're all missing humility. And guess what happens? When you don't have humility, you end up getting humble. It's going to eventually happen. I don't care what none of these people preach. Some of the stuff they say is right, but not all of it. And the way that they say it is, I'm right, shut up, you listen to me. That's how they talk. Kevin Samuels did that to a lot of women. I agree with what he said, but the way he said it, you're not going to
The
win
way
them
he
over.
carried it out, yeah. The way
Yeah,
he
you're
carried
not
it
going
out
to win
will
these
rub,
women over
it'll
with that.
rub a lot of people the wrong way. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And you're not going to
yeah,
win nobody over with your argument like that, even though you saying it right. You know,
yeah,
it's like, and I hate to be one of, because I don't like to talk about people that, like I said, I don't like to talk about the dead, but I tried to watch a couple of his videos, and when I see the title, I'm like, yeah, I agree with him on that. In my heart, I'm agreeing with him, but when I see the way
yeah.
he delivered it to the woman, I'm feeling sorry for the woman. Now, like, he ain't have to tell her like that. He could just,
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
he ain't have to do her
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
He had to hit her all in the head like that.
yeah.
Oh, girl, bob
And
and weave, girl, bob it.
yeah, but that's the thing. A lot of people just think he just talked to ladies like that, but he was talking to dudes too
Oh
like
yeah,
that, man.
yeah,
He was
yeah,
cooking some dudes, and he like, damn, bro, like,
yeah,
golly,
yeah,
golly. And then he had the music in the background, so if a girl was a little too big or a guy was a little too big, moo, and do. I'm like, come on, man. He got the Humpty Dumpty sounds and all that. I'm like, yo, this guy's
man,
out of pocket, man. He's out of pocket, but you do understand where he's coming from. But this carry, his
yeah,
delivery, was just
yeah,
like, damn, bro. So it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. But you see, when he passed away, a lot of people were starting to jump on that same
yeah.
bandwagon
I'm
and try to
saying that, yeah.
ride that wave.
I'm saying,
And you
yeah,
see a
I'm
lot
saying,
of them on the YouTube, the Twitch, the streaming services,
yeah,
on social media, and they try to contort what he was saying and mix that up and use their own little thing and profit and make money and self-help
yeah,
books and all this stuff. And I'll look at all of them now. A lot of them, they getting cooked, man. Some of them
yeah,
were being used by other folks, and so it was just crazy, man. So
Yeah.
like, oh boy. So now like you see all these people just magically just show up out of nowhere. We had the lights
Yeah.
up. My niece turned
No,
off the
I agree
TV.
with you
I had to
because
shut my
that I
man.
kind of got led to Kevin Samuels from watching some of those other people's videos. You know,
Yeah,
when you watch a certain type of video, they send you to another one that's similar to that one.
yeah,
So, and this is before he passed,
yeah,
but it was like they all were talking about the same subject. And some of them too, like I said, go from one extreme to another. Some of them on the other end, they go all the way to the other extreme. Nobody's in the middle because nobody meet in the middle no more. They either at that one extreme where they side with the woman and saying the woman can do whatever she wants to, or they're all the way at his extreme and telling women to shut up and listen to what the man got to say. I
yeah,
don't agree with you. I don't agree with neither side. The whole thing is we all want to be respected as human beings, whether it be a woman
yeah,
or a man.
yeah,
So it's just that women have been disrespected so long. Now they trying to flip the script and they doing it the wrong way. They going all the way to the other extreme where they want to be in front. They want to be
yeah.
on top. No, that's
Yeah.
not how it goes. That's not how you.
And I
How
blame,
you
I
gonna say you
blame,
want equality but you want to be over?
yeah, I
That's
blame
not
the
what you
media
want
for
to do.
that, man. I blame society for that, man. The media for that.
Yeah,
A lot of these people that just tell you, you watch TV shows and they tell women to act this certain way, they tell guys to act
yeah,
this certain way. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
it's more of being selfish instead of selfless. That's what
yeah,
it's the issue. Instead of
yeah.
being trying to find these
And
people.
they preach that.
Yeah,
They preach
and that's what it
selfish.
is. Yo, I'm independent. I'm this and that, and I can do all this stuff. And yo, a family don't mean nothing to me. I can just do
Yeah.
this by myself. And then they hit a certain age and they're talking about, yo, I want to have a relationship, but yo, you can't even.
Boom.
You're not. You too
Boom.
old. You can't have kids
Because
no more.
chasing the bag is what
Yeah,
they view as important. Chasing the bag
yeah,
is not more important than having family and friends in your life. Because who are you gonna share this money with? You're gonna grow old and just be bored
yeah,
and miserable by yourself with your bag. You chase
yeah,
that bag all these years and got the bag on the side of you. Now you got nobody to share it with or tell
yeah.
nobody talk.
Yeah, and then for dudes is going, oh, make the money and go party and go sleep around with whoever and travel all
Yeah,
around the world. At the end of the day, dog, I want to settle. What am I doing then?
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I mean? I'm gonna be
yeah,
doing all this and dancing around and making all this money, and I'll be wasting my money on people that don't care for me. They just
yeah,
because
yes.
I got money.
And I know that feeling got to suck because you got to be thinking the whole time you spending money like this dude don't even really like me. Who was this dude on the side of me? Like you just spending money at the club, and like I don't even know this dude down here. Where he come from? Like
Yeah,
who invited him?
yo, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So it's like, yo, there's no in between these lazy guys, and that's what things got to come down to. Like, yo, be together. Even if you're not married, like the whole concept of just having a relationship and just being together instead of
Yeah,
just doing this goofy stuff, man.
yeah.
That shit
And
is
you know
dead.
what? Excuse me, since you brought up marriage, that's a light rant. I ain't gonna go into it deep because it's for a whole nother show. But people that turn marriage and having kids into something bad when neither one of them are bad. They're a blessing. Being married to somebody and having children is a blessing. You'll never look at it as, oh, there's a burden. Now you got little rugrats and all that. Don't give them no bad name because that irritates me now. Especially now that I got kids. I don't want to
And
hear no bad name for no kids.
that's because celebrities made that bad, man. Celebrities made
Yeah.
marriage bad because
They
celebrities kind of
they
made
spoiled.
marriage into a business.
Yeah, and it ain't no business. Oh, no, don't. Now you gonna make me rant on that? That woo,
And
I
that's
hate when
what
they say
I talked to
it's a
somebody
business
about
agreement.
that. I talked
Yeah,
to
it's a
somebody
business
about that, and
agreement.
they said, "What?"
When
And
you
I
look
said,
at it
"Yeah,
like
that's what they
that,
made
it's
it."
not gonna work out. When you look at it like that, it's not gonna work out. If you can't trust the person that you with, that they ain't gonna steal your money from you because that's all they married you for, then you got to get up out of it. Because if you're looking at that person like it's a business agreement, I don't want to be with that person. I got to sign a prenup with you.
Yo,
I don't want to be with you.
one day I was chilling with my podiatrist, and I said that, and I said, "Yo, ain't it crazy?" I said, "Yo, Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates were both married, They both divorced their wives. Their wives are now philanthropists and billionaires.
Now I don't believe they should get that half of no billion, but they should get they gonna get a nice amount of money because you was the ex-wife. But I don't agree with that.
Billionaires. They are billionaires now. Both of them have what, 30-something $billion through divorce. That is crazy. That is crazy. They are the two richest ladies in America.
If they gave them $1 billion, they can't take it with them. They good. They set. They good. Why?
Bro, that is crazy. That is crazy.
I agree with Jesse Ventura when he said there should not be no billionaire in the world. Like, because billionaires don't work as hard as the blue collar workers. And he was like, I want you to go do this or do that or whatever. He had a point. And that's why we got this such disparity in money. We got homeless people and you got poor people. It should not be like that.
Yeah.
But you got people that go against that argument that I just said about being poor people. Well, they should pull up their bootstraps and work hard. It don't work. Let me give you an example. For everybody that used that argument, let me give you an example. Please listen to me on this one, because I'm tired of people using that argument. If everybody in this world went to school and got a higher education, everybody would not get the job that they wanted when they got out of college, because there's not enough room or positions for those positions. So guess what they'll be doing? They'll be doing something lower than what they want to do. And guess what? We back to being poor. So that whole little pull up your bootstrap, all that. No, it's about who you know and who you sleeping with and all that other stuff. Because a lot of these people that's in these high-ranking positions do not have the talent nor the ability, but they are in a position for a reason, because somebody think they're pretty or somebody trying to do something with them. It ain't about knowing nothing or being smart. So they can get out of here with that little argument. Pull up your bootstraps and work hard. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. No more. It might have did in the back in the day, but not today. There ain't no bootstraps.
Yeah, because you could have that freaking 4.0 GPA, man, and you the manager of Best Buy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, if we did a scenario where everybody had a 4.0 GPA and everybody went to school for what they thought was their talent or their ability and passed, do you think all of them would be what that position is? No, because there's not that many positions to pass around.
No.
And I tell Dame Dash and Steve Harvey, who tell all these people to go out there and get their own business. If everybody owns a business, where are the workers? Make it make sense. You got to have workers. Yeah. Where are the workers if everybody got their own business? Then the argument they'll use for that is, I'm not talking to everybody. Well, who do you want to be poor and who do you want to be rich then? Since you picking and choosing now. Now you got to pick and choose, and I want you to say some names. What, you Thanos? You about to make a snap and make half of them rich and half of them poor? What is going on? Don't make me go on the rant. I'm trying to calm down.
And a lot of people who manage to have these big businesses, your products are not made in certain places. Your products aren't made here. Some of these people, they got I got a business, but it costs money to hire you.
Everybody can't do it the opposite way.
I'm gonna go hire these folks. I'm not gonna pay what is it? What, $3,000? $3,000, $10,000? $10,000 what, a week or a month or something like that? A month or a week?
Yeah.
Nah, why do that when I could pay like $100, $200 to a whole other country? You know what I mean? Yep. I pay them $200, $300 a month, a week, or less than that. They could make my products and cost less. You gotta understand how the world works, man. There's a reason why Jordan's made in the USA.
Yeah. And that brings me back to my argument earlier when I said it's too many rappers and old and ex-actors or actresses that got podcasts. It's way too many of y'all. Just like I said with the whole little job situation, it's not enough jobs to pass around to these people for these certain positions. It's not We podcast out. We don't need no more new podcasts. We don't need no more new talk shows. Everybody got their mama got a talk show. Everybody and their mama got a red table. I don't want to hear what y'all got to say. Okay?
Yeah, talk about that. They canceled that red table. That
I'm
Jada
glad they
Pinkett show.
did. I'm glad they did. And Fat Joe, they canceled his show too because he was there. He wasn't good at asking questions either. Fat Joe needed to quit it. I like Fat Joe, but he needed to quit. And the fact that he keep blackballing your man Cuban Link is unnecessary. If you got all these millions, what you worried about if you make millions or not for? Talking about don't have him on your show. Let Nori interview him. What he gonna say about you on Nori's show? If Nori is your friend, what is he gonna say out of pocket that's gonna hurt your career at this point? I'm like, Nori, go ahead and have the boy on. Let him make a little money. Go ahead and have the boy on. I don't care. You know.
True that.
Matt Hoffa didn't even have to say he wasn't gonna have him on the show. You don't even know Fat Joe like that, but you gonna go and say, I'm not gonna have him on my show either. I'm best friend with Fat Joe now because he came on my show. Get your goofy. That's what I don't like. Let me stop. Let me stop because there's a reason I need to stop. Let me stop. Take that back. Rewind that and erase what I just said. Don't even worry about it.
All right.
Don't even worry about it. It's just that it's certain things that don't need to be said, don't need to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you. We're at an hour 6. You want to continue, or we gonna call it a day?
If you can't think of nothing else, we can call it a day. I got a few other things, but I can hold them. I can hold them for another show.
All right, let go of one of those things, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay. Let's see what I want to talk about. See, I just calmed myself down now and I forgot. It was something I was about to say after the rant about
Matt Hoffa.
No. Before I said him. Yeah, I thought that was unnecessary when they blackballed him, but it was something that I was going to say before I brought that one up. Shoot, I hate that my memory just don't. My memory not good, and I always remember after we get off while I close it. I'm like, dog, I remember what it was. Let me see. Man, and I think it has something to do with MMA, but what was I about to say? I told you I was done with UFC, right? When I watched the not the last stream, but the one before that one, the what was it, 288?
Yeah.
I'm done with UFC after that one. When they gave it to Aljo, I was done. I just walked off the screen. I just said I'm done. I'm not watching no more UFC events. They're picking and choosing who they want to main event and how they gonna set up the next main event. If you're gonna do it like that, then write it like WWE. Because at this point, I don't care no more. It's lost its spontaneousness of who can keep the championship, who gonna lose it, who gonna win it. If the person don't get finished, they give it to who they want the story to keep continuing with. I don't like that. That's just one of my rants, but I don't agree with that.
They're trying to build it, man. They're trying to build these guys up and
but they bragging like they bragging like, oh, we had more viewers than the Super Bowl. But if you beat boxing and you beat the Super Bowl, you making yourself look bad. Let me tell you why. Because your employees do not get paid as much as the NFL players, the NBA players, none of them. They all get millions of dollars, and your people get pennies. And you talking about you got more viewers than those other organizations.
Because those guys
you paying your people $10,000, and these other athletes will get millions.
Because those athletes are athletes. They have unions. UFC don't got no union, and they're independent contractors. So they use that, and they're leveraging to make these contracts and get these things done. That's how it goes.
I don't like that.
I hate it. But that's how it goes. Until somebody gets a backbone and tries to make these contracts, get this union going. Well, we had Kung Lee, Nate Quarry, John Finch. I forgot who else it was. Damn, there's a couple other cats in this too that try to get involved and make that union. And because of them, they kind of the UFC had to restructure their contracts because they had brought about the sunset clause. That's how Nate Diaz ended up leaving. So now, if you can't get if your joint is done, if your contract is done, you can without So now when people kind of have those going, they try to reset, they try to redo their contracts. They try to redo their contracts so they could keep them there instead of, you know what I mean? Yeah. If you can't sign and come down to an agreement, the person's able to just go and leave. But now they restructured the contracts because of that clause.
I know Dana White probably wanted Aljo to win to continue with the him and O'Malley situation. Yeah. But I bet you he didn't like that interview that Aljo gave at the end when he said Dana White not gonna keep protecting you or something like that to O'Malley. I know Dana White didn't like when he said that. Yeah. I know he ain't like that.
There's a lot of
stuff. I know
Dana
like I'm not protecting him. And then he grabbed O'Malley and Kobe Covington and hugged them. It's okay. They just haters. They haters. Y'all going for the belts next.
Yeah, he needs his evil guys. He needs his evil guys, his bad guys. Yeah.
Kobe is not deserving of a championship title shot.
Nah, I think he needs to fight one person to come back, man.
That's all he needs. That's all you need him to do.
Yeah, he needs to
You should have put him against Cam. You should have put him against Cam Chab. I don't care nothing about that dude.
Yeah. You should have. Hamzat chilling right there. You sign him up on Hamzat. If you can't, Shavkat Rachmanov is there. Fight that dude.
That's my man. That's my man right there, Shavkat Rachmanov. I like them. I like McConnell.
Hamzat or Shavkat. One of those two got to fight Kobe.
I like Shavkat.
You line up Kobe with one of those two guys. That's it. If Kobe could beat one of those two guys, then you give him a title shot. Shit. Yeah. Gilbert Burns fought all these people. Bilal's beating up 9 people in a row, 9 or 10 people in a row.
And Bilal is done like Leon.
Through hell and back.
Yeah. Bilal is next. He did what Leon did. He is next.
Yep.
I feel sorry for Gilbert because he was working his way back up there, and now he got to start over, and they're gonna make him have more than one fight. And I believe all it takes is one more win for him, and he can go back for the belt again too. But they're gonna make him start over because Kobe.
Yo, Gilbert's going to go through. Yo, we're not seeing Gilbert till next year. Gilbert's whole shoulder got jacked up. He got a ligament tear. He got a muscle tear, a pec tear. Ligament tear. The shoulders. Yo, he got to get a whole reconstructive surgery on the shoulder and pectoral area. That whole thing here.
Yeah. What happened to Stephen Thompson?
Wonder Boy's chilling. I forgot. Wonder Boy's supposed to be matched up with somebody. I forgot the matchup. I think they're during the. Damn, I could talk about it. He has a matchup coming up. I forgot who it was. They were trying to get him booked with, but yeah, he has a matchup coming up. I don't know. Yo, but yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Wonder Boy fight Kobe. I wouldn't mind that either. But then
that would be a nice fight.
Somebody that's higher than Kobe.
No, it's not that I put him against. It's not that I put him against Wonder Boy Thompson. It's just that I haven't seen Wonder Boy in a while.
Yeah, Wonder Boy's chilling though. Yeah,
I know he's still in the top 10, and they ain't really been using him.
Yeah. I think Wonder Boy was at the UFC or the Bellator event. I think he was at the UFC event.
Oh, yeah. I know him and MVP did something together.
Yeah, him and his dad was there. They were chilling.
Yeah, him and MVP were still training together.
Yeah, I did peep that. That is some cool stuff, though.
Yeah.
MVP and Wonder Boy training
Now,
together.
now, if MVP was in UFC, like a lot of people say he get crushed in the UFC, well, do you think he can fight some of the top 10 that they got in the UFC in the welterweight?
Yo, if that dude were to fight in the UFC, I think he makes top 10.
That's what I think.
I think he
And
makes top 10.
half of the people in the top 10, if he fought them, that would be an excellent match. I'm trying to tell you to be a top seller. I think.
Yeah.
I think it would be
Yeah,
a
there's
bargain.
a couple. He will give her. He'll give a run to a lot of people. Yeah, he'll be a hell of a task for a lot of those guys, man.
Yeah.
Going up the rankings, he'll fit in the top 10. He will fit in the top 10. If you look at how the top 10 is structured, you see who's in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he could be a couple of those guys in the top 10, man.
Yeah.
I think he can. I think he can. If you look, hold on, let me look real quick.
What number is Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? What number is he?
Chuck out of the Mendigo. Ain't that dude like it? Oh my god.
What is his name? I can't pronounce
number 6. Shavkat Rachmanov's number 6.
Okay. I like him. I hate that I can't say his name, but I like him. Yeah, him. Yeah.
Yeah, so you see,
from now on, when I say him, you know who I'm talking about. I like him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. He's number 6. Kobe's sitting at number 2.
Okay.
Still. Yeah. You got Gilbert who's 5. And Gilbert wanted to fight Kobe, but Kobe didn't want that business. Bilal wanted to fight Kobe. That could be it, but I think Bilal should get the title shot, honest to God.
I think he deserves the title shot. 9 people.
Yeah. So I'm saying, yo, give Shavkat Rachmanov that fight against Kobe.
Yeah.
That's the fight you give him. That's it.
But I am, even though Bilal from Chicago, I am upset with him. He keep hollering about Leon need to run it back with me because if we kept fighting, you was losing.
Yeah, you got to get the hell up in the first round.
You were losing.
He would have got finished.
Yeah, you were losing. You wanted him to put the nail in the coffin? You were losing.
If it wasn't for that eye poke, Bilal would have to pack it up. Bilal would have to pack it up, man. That sucks. He would have to pack it up, bro. We all would have been there like, nah, he ain't ready. He ain't ready. Go somewhere.
Yep.
We would have definitely
start over.
Yeah.
He better be glad. He just better be quiet and be ready for the rematch. Be quiet and be ready for the rematch. That's all I'll say.
Definitely.
Now, if he win, I'm going to root for him because that's Chicago. But if he lose, then Leon is go. You know, because I like Chicago. I like Chicago. Chicago is good. Chicago is good.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna throw up the Steves for Chicago. I'm like, yeah. And then you're gonna be like, you wasn't root for him. I'm like, yes, I was the whole time. What do you mean?
Oh,
him and Curtis Blades are my favorites.
Yo, you silly. You're silly. They got BKFC on Friday. So when I get on, I'm gonna stream that on Friday because there's no Bellator events. Not till I think is it June? Yeah, June 16th or something like that. There's a Bellator. We got the Pettis fight. Sergio Pettis and Pitbull. Yeah.
Okay. Sergio been doing this thing. It seemed like since his brother fell off, he been picking it up. He picked up slack.
I keep telling people. I say, yo, to me, Sergio's improved a lot from Anthony Pettis. His style is a bit more. He's a bit more mean mug than Anthony Pettis. Anthony's a bit more flashy, and Sergio's a little bit more straightforward. I've always said that. But yeah, he's picked up a lot, man. Man got himself a title. He beat up some big names so far. He's been doing his thing, yo. Can't hate on him. And you gotta fight Patricio. Patricio trying to become a 3-division champ. What's happening, man? How you doing?
I
They looking like yo.
don't know why the screen keep turning black. Apple, you just come in here laughing at the TV. You go laugh at the TV.
I laugh at the moon and turn around with the earth.
Well, go laugh over there. Get your $5 over there before I make change.
Ah, man, about to make me go watch that movie too. I haven't watched it in a minute. Oh my god!
Hell, they about to kill me. Boy, I tell you, boy. But that's it for today's rant. We ran it pretty good. We were pretty long.
Word.
I'm gonna remember exactly what I want to rant about when we end. But that's we had a good show today.
Word.
And then you said you might get on tomorrow. So if I remember, I'm gonna write it down. That's what I'll do. Whatever I remember, I'll write it down.
Yeah, I'll get on, man, and I'll get on tomorrow.
I'm gonna try to join the what's the other thing? Restream.
Restream.
I'm gonna try to situate whatever I can with that, but if I can't, I don't know what it is. I guess they don't want me on YouTube. Maybe I talk too much, but whatever, man. You gonna see this face round? Get it together. Leave it alone, man.
What time you'll be around? You'll be home.
Same time, about 7. Well, no. It'll be earlier than 7 because I got to get home early to get the kids.
Okay.
Sure, I don't know. Whatever time you feel like starting, just let me know.
Okay.
So
right.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, then. For the random
I know people. We out here.
We'll see y'all later.
This was called Randomness, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. The B-sides. We'll talk it up. We'll talk
respectfully
about
random
stuff. Yeah, this was called Randomness.
That's what you call it, randomness.
Yeah, this was called Randomness. This episode is called Randomness, but I got my joint that I do the B-sides of the fight game.
Okay.
We'll do that tomorrow. That would be all just mainly MMA related topics.
Okay.
I'll just talk about last week's stuff. This weekend's fights and stuff like that. A couple things in between. And then you'll do your little rant stuff if you remember what you remember, then we can share that definitely. Yep. But we're gonna see what this Francis announcement is gonna be all about tomorrow.
That's what I'm talking about. What time is his announcement?
It's gonna be on during the MMA hour. The MMA hour starts at like 1:00, so it's anywhere between 1 and 5. I'm guessing.
Okay.
So, I don't know if he's gonna announce it earlier, but if he does, I'm just paying attention to it. Yeah.
Okay. But I'll be there, or I'll be square.
This dude's something else, bro. All right, then, yo. This is your man EeesJAWz, aka EeesJAWz, aka the man from Chi-Town. Yo, I'm your boy, Mr. B. You know where to find me. Twitter, New Year's same B. I'm on OK Live as Mr. B. Every time you see me as Mr. B, bro. I hope Periscope come back, man. I miss Periscope.
That would be excellent. That would be excellent. But whatever.
We got to see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. We still got the rest of this year to go. We'll see what.
Maybe that's Francis. Does. Maybe that's gonna be Francis' announcement.
Everybody, I have heard the news. Elon Musk is bringing about Periscope. I am not going to sign no way. That'd be crazy.
I'm signing with Periscope. What?
I'm gonna fight exclusively on Periscope. Yo, imagine that I got $10 million. I get $10 million to fight on Periscope. I'm fighting 5 fights. That's $50 million. 5 fights, $10 million apiece to fight on Periscope exclusively.
That's crazy. Anything he making the millions will be more than what he did at UFC, so that's good. Whatever the case
For
is.
real. But I'm really excited, and I hope it's the announcement that we do get. Because man, oh man, I love to get on Twitter and be like, "Ha ha, you fools," and then that's it. Just disappear. Because
Yeah,
everybody think
all
he
the
just
haters.
messed up his money, but nah, man.
I don't think so. I think he did what he wanted to do, and he did it on his. He did it his way. Ain't that the song that everybody like? Huh?
Exactly. Exactly. So y'all folks, good night. Peace out. We're out of here. We gone.